After these kittens were saved, the rescuers received an unexpected call a few days later. A family of cats living in a dilapidated, old washing machine faced a challenging start to life. Fortunately, help arrived just in time to rescue them, marking only the beginning of their journey. This heartwarming story of a mother cat and her kittens is sure to captivate you. For one employee tending to the garden behind the Edgware florist in the UK, it was just another day on the job. While gathering fresh perennials for the store's interior, she stumbled upon something unexpected. Let's just say the meows coming from a corner of the garden were anything but ordinary. A washing machine, which had somehow endured the test of time, stood in one corner of the backyard. The trees and weeds had reclaimed the empty shell, leaving it unusable for Mother Nature. What's even more intriguing is that a pregnant cat had chosen to live inside the washing machine to give birth to her tiny babies. She was about to lose the modest home she had built, which was unfortunate for her. When the worker heard movement in the washing machine, she peered inside and discovered 4 small kittens, with the feral mother nowhere in sight. The florist made the decision to call the Mayu Animal Home to give the kittens a safe haven. The whereabouts of the mother remained a mystery. Because the mother cat had been living in the wild for such a long time, the florist didn't think she could be captured. Since the cat wasn't tamed, she reasoned that it would be the last thing the mother would want if she came back. Only time would tell. The 4 kittens were swiftly gathered up and taken back to the shelter by the staff members who had just arrived. To ensure that no kittens were missing, they also inspected the surrounding buildings. After a comprehensive checkup, the kittens at the animal home were declared healthy. These cats were quite fortunate. What then becomes of the mother cat? The director of the shelter, Tanya Mazzoni, claims that because of her feral nature, they were aware that adopting her would not be feasible. They therefore have set a trap for her. Luckily, she was apprehended right away, examined, spayed, and taken back to her original location. The Trap-Neuter Return (TNR) program of the shelter operated on this principle. The TNR initiative was launched in 1996 with the goal of assisting in the decrease of stray cats living on the streets of London. For the mother cat, the program was ideal because it allowed her to return to her familiar streets without having to worry about having any more kittens in the future. Why the cat would have given birth in an ancient washing machine is one of the key questions raised by the florist's staff. According to Mazzoni, feral cats search for concealed areas to protect their young. She noted that domestic cats actually give birth in washing machines quite frequently because it provides a private cubbyhole for them. Because of this, the rescue advised the public to inspect their washing machines and to discard any that have been abandoned before taking them out. You never know what might be found within. The 4 kittens received a ton of love and attention when they returned to the shelter. They were given the names Daz, Ariel, Picel, and Surf, and the shelter workers quickly grew to love them. Is it fair to blame them? Just take a look at how cute they are. One day, when the kittens were getting used to living outside of a washing machine, the animal shelter unexpectedly received a call. It appeared that a 5th kitten, which was fine, had been discovered. It had spent a considerable amount of time apart from its siblings. To say they were taken aback would be an understatement, especially given how meticulous they had been in their inspection of the grounds during their previous visit. The volunteers immediately gathered to reenact their rescue. What might have escaped their notice? Everything appeared to be in order. After a detailed review of the day and the rescue, it was found that the area had been extensively inspected and that nobody had done anything unusual. All that mattered was that the 5th kitten was still alive. Even with the positive news, the kitten's rescuers were filled with anxiety about its general health and sadness for having taken it away from its entire family. Think about how scared the young one must have been. The kitten's independent survival astounded the staff members of the animal shelter. With its entire family gone, they couldn't begin to understand how scared it must have been. But it had survived and defied the odds. Munn stated, "We were shocked to hear from the florist that they had found another kitten, but we were very relieved that she was okay. Even better, it was discovered that the kitten was in perfect health. She was really feisty. The rescuers were overjoyed to see the kitten thriving. When they returned by car to the location of the first rescue, all they had to do now was come up with a name. Fairy was given the name of the newest kitten to join the household. Since she was overjoyed to see her siblings again, she could now live comfortably and warmly with the other kitties. The kittens were spayed and given all of their immunizations after spending a few weeks at the shelter, preventing them from escaping and starting their own little kitty families in the future. Finding these babies, foster homes was the only thing left to do. The kittens would then go into foster care in the hopes that they would eventually find permanent homes. These 5 young furballs are truly fortunate. Regrettably, the number of animals being turned into American animal shelters continues to rise at an unprecedented rate. Every year, almost 6.5 million companion animals are abandoned at animal shelters across the country in the United States. This is generally split between 3.3 million dogs and 3.2 million cats. Fortunately, within the last 5 years, these figures have begun to decrease. The fact that more than 1.5 million animals in shelters are put to death annually is a tragic reality. Even though this year's numbers are lower than previous ones, 1.5 million is still too much. Unwanted pets continue to overflow shelters as long as backyard breeders keep the puppy mill rings afloat. For this reason, adoption should always take precedence over purchasing, and rescue organizations play a crucial role. Thankfully, adoption rates have been rising each year, with over 3 million animals from shelters finding loving homes. It brings us joy to know that these furry friends are no longer abandoned or left in the shadows. One of the most rewarding things you can do is adopt a pet. Many more cats and dogs are out there, eagerly waiting for their forever homes, just like the 5 adorable kittens that were rescued. If you're looking to welcome someone new into your life, adopting is one of the best decisions you can make. It will change your life for the better. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.